We're live. You good?
I'm alive.
You feel alive?
I'm alive.
Nice. We are back. Welcome back to the Pizza Podcast with Christian and Johnny. Today we're continuing the story of Moses.
What is this mess?
Chapter 13. I'm going to get to this mess, this beautiful looking mess that we have in front of us. But so we're picking up.
This is beautiful. Sorry.
It is to me. Hey, you like Mexican food. This looks very similar. The refried beans kind of deal.
Yeah.
But
You're not necessarily wrong.
I'm not wrong. And wait till you try it. Guaranteed 10. Okay, no, maybe not.
I'm not a bean guy, so
Well,
I hate to break it to you.
you should have told me that before I made this pizza.
No, I want to try new things.
So, well,
It doesn't have to be 10 to be good.
the reason I made this particular pizza is because Moses and the Israelites finally were let go by Pharaoh. So they're out in the desert now, wandering around. And what do you eat when you're in the desert, when you're wandering around?
Probably nothing.
Probably nothing. But I always think of cowboys.
So we should have an invisible pizza.
I always think about like cowboys sitting by a campfire in the middle of the wilderness eating like beans. Baked beans,
Rusted cans of beans.
hot dogs. I don't know if did they have hot dogs back then? Like not even in the biblical days, but in the Western days. They might have had like raw like bacon, like pieces of
You would know more than I would. You're closer to that time.
not that much closer. Did they have like I don't know, but they definitely had cans of beans.
Sure.
So anyway, this
I wasn't
pizza is a maple cured bacon, baked bean, and
Is
hot.
that the bacon?
There's bacon in there, and hot dog pizza with hot dog and mozzarella stuffed crust.
Is the bacon on the dogs?
No, the bacon is in the beans.
In the beans?
Yes.
How do you get bacon inside
maple,
a bean?
Maple cured bacon, baked beans.
There's bacon inside here.
Yes, there's bacon.
How?
Not in the beans. There's just bacon on the pizza,
In the
okay?
juice.
Who cares where or how?
There's bacon juice in the bean
There's
juice?
just not juice, it's bacon. But they didn't have hot dogs back then, but they had bacon, which is close enough. So this is actually hot dog and mozzarella stuffed crust, maple cured bacon, baked beans, and Frank's pizza.
Bacon baked beans.
Woo! That's
Bacon
a tough one.
baked beans.
But that's what I imagine Moses...
I'm trying to figure out the bacon.
And don't worry, when you eat it, you'll find some and you'll be like, oh, okay, there it is.
All right.
But because of how messy this pizza is
that what these come in?
we have forks today and a spatula because apparently the beans kind of soak the dough and make it a little bit softer
good
than
on this
normal.
end.
Yeah.
See.
So let's get into this za real quick.
Zah, you're one of the cool kids. I'll just get.
You're gonna try and pick it up with your hand. Good luck.
I got a fork too.
That is not gonna work. I'm gonna try and eat it with my hand, and then if it gets wild, I'm gonna get the fork.
I'm not even gonna try.
You're going with the fork right away. Oh, where's our Red Bulls?
Oh yeah, we need those, don't we?
Yeah. We'll be right back after this short commercial break from our sponsor, Nobody, who is sponsored by EagleFang Karate. Don't be a wussy.
This episode is brought to you by Nobody. Sponsored by EagleFang. I'm Nobody. Johnny Nobody. Ugh. They say eagles don't have fangs. That's the whole point. That's our slogan. I'm just gonna read this because I can't remember it all because it's apparently It's apparently what an EagleFang said this one time. If we're going to be taken seriously, we need a name that commands respect. A name that elicits power and dominance. Cobras are strong. They may be king of the jungle. Isn't that a lion? They may be king of the jungle, but the world's more than just a jungle. And there's only one animal that can kill a snake. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's only one animal that can kill a snake. Like even like 100 gorillas versus one cobra. Probably. What can beat a cobra? An eagle. Those talons are going to shred that cobra before it even knows what's happening. We kick butt and we take names is what we do. And we kick frisbees. depending on how you look at it, Cobra Kai is a bad guy. Depending on how you look at it. I haven't actually looked at it, and I probably never will. But you should look at it that way. You should look at it with us. You should join us. Join us! This is a double advertisement. EagleFang's is also an Old Spice deodorant with fresh scent with notes of water, woods, and spicy fruits. Pick up your EagleFang's deodorant today or whenever at wherever they are sold. This is not a paid advertisement. That's got to be an EagleFang move, right? Eagles don't have fangs. That's the whole point.
Don't be a wuss.
Do you like blueberry?
Yeah. Were they out of the 20 ounces?
No, they have 20, but this equals more and costs less by a couple cents.
No.
You want less?
No, I want more.
You're in America and you're saying you want less?
I never said that.
That's what it sounded like.
Nope. I am going to take a bite of this, though, before we
Wow,
get into it.
that was an interesting commercial from our
Yeah.
sponsor.
Sponsored by EagleFang Karate.
Oh, I thought you said it was sponsored by nobody.
No. We're sponsored by EagleFang. I can't. All right, whatever. I'm going to have to just get the fork.
I feel
in
like
here.
all proper now. With
Oh,
fork.
by the way, there's also sugar on this, too.
Mm.
I sprinkled sugar on top. You taste the bacon?
No.
No?
I taste the beans.
Well, yeah, they're on there. It's a pretty significant
Yeah.
bean.
They're good beans.
Mm-hmm.
It might be the sugar. I've never done that. It sounds insane to me.
I think it's a French Canadian thing. We put sugar on our baked beans,
Mm.
and we didn't weigh this pizza, but
We should.
there are 16 hot dogs on this pizza.
I'm so proud that you did not boil these hot dogs.
No, I grilled them.
That would have.
Flame grilled. No,
If they were boiled, it would have been under a 5.
even Jesus said not to boil meat.
I'm with it. I mean, I don't think Jesus said not to boil. For the Passover, God.
Exactly. Said I want that meat boiled. I want flame roasted. I want to smell it.
But context is important.
No, it's not.
I'm like extra hungry today,
Yeah.
so I don't even want to talk. I just want to eat.
All right. Well, I'll talk first.
I'll try
eat,
to talk to you in between.
and then you can interject so that I can actually eat some before the pizza gets cold.
Yeah.
Chapter 13 is relatively boring, if I'm being honest. But it's in the Bible, so I'm supposed to say it's important. And I'm sure it is, but I didn't get a whole lot out of it. But hey, you know what? Let's get into it. Moses and the Israelites are now out of Egypt. The Lord brought the Israelites out of Egypt by their divisions. Then the Lord said to Moses, consecrate to me the firstborn male offspring of every womb among the Israelites. They belong to me, whether man or animal. So then Moses...
Does yours say firstborn male?
The first offspring of every womb... Yeah. Consecrate to me every firstborn male. Verse 2. Why? What's yours say?
Consecrate to me all the firstborn. So I think it's just assumed firstborn is male. Because remember we talked about that last week. We're like, oh, is it just firstborn in general?
Yeah, mine says male. Whether man or animal. So Moses went and told the people, commemorate this day, the day you came out of Egypt, because the Lord brought you out of it with a mighty hand. Eat nothing containing yeast. Goes through God's promise of bringing them into what people refer to as the promised land. I'm not going to list all the ites. But it's the land full of cows and bees, or milk and honey,
Or goats.
Then for 7 days they had to eat bread made without yeast to celebrate. On the 7th day they hold a festival to the Lord. Nothing in it with yeast is to be seen among them, or they get kicked out. Then they can't play on the local basketball team. On that day, tell your son, I do this because of what the Lord did for me when I came out of Egypt. This observance will be like a sign on your hand and a reminder on your forehead that the law of the Lord is to be on your lips. For the Lord brought you out of Egypt with his mighty hand. You must keep his ordinance at this appointed time each year. So then it goes into reiterating the same thing. There is one part in chapter 13 where it starts getting interesting, but I don't understand why it's in chapter 13. I think it should be in chapter 14. It's this part right here. As you can see, there's a little paragraph called Crossing the Sea that I think this 14 should have been moved up. It just doesn't make sense that they would throw that in there and not just start the new chapter there.
The heading.
Does your Bible do that too?
Yeah, I think
You have like one little paragraph at the end of 13.
Oh no, I have a heading over 14 actually.
And the reason why is because 14, where it starts,
Mine has a heading.
It's continuing the middle of the story. So I mean, it doesn't.
Mine actually has a heading.
Yours has
Starts
14
on a heading. Yeah.
that says it's the
You're not
same
gonna be able to see
heading.
it.
My Crossing the Sea is chapter 13.
But the verses
Okay.
are going to be the same.
Hold on a minute. What does Exodus
14:1.
13:17 say in your book? In your Bible? 13:17.
When Pharaoh let the people go. The pillars of cloud and fire.
That's under my Crossing the Sea section. So you haven't even gotten to that section.
So then verse 22, the last verse, talks about the pillar of cloud and day and the pillar of fire by night did not depart.
Yeah.
So they're not crossing the Red Sea yet. So yours heading is just in the dumbest place ever.
That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's NIV for you. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. I get it. It doesn't make any sense.
That's okay. That just goes to show the Bible was created by men, and
Men are flawed.
There's gonna be some
Because this section right here should be under chapter 14. Right there.
What were you saying? You were thinking Moses did.
Moses wrote the book,
You're like,
right? Moses messed this up. He's responsible
Moses-
for the chapters.
Moses put in the chapters, put in the verses, and put in the
No,
headings.
Moses, he was in the desert on Excel, and he put in a page break. And I think, like everyone that deals with spreadsheets, I think the page break
Aaron was his editor.
started messing everything up.
And so Aaron caught a bunch of things, but you can't catch everything.
No.
Slip through the edit.
They put a page break in here. I think maybe they were trying to work their printer and get it all to fit. And they put in a page break and didn't realize they didn't go back and erase it later after they got it squared away. So then it just threw this section in here. Because that's the only explanation I can think of why this would be set up the way it is. Moses, you got to work on your page breaks, bro.
So you don't have a page break for Pillars of Cloud and Fire.
No, I got nothing. There's a random chapter 14 in the middle of nothing. I don't get it.
We need to learn when did these chapters come into place? Like, I get it. It's for reference.
Yeah, but how am I supposed
So
to
we
say?
know where to reference things, but...
So how am I supposed to say, like, on mine, like, okay, yeah. Oh, at the end of chapter 13, and you're like, well, no, that's like 14 for me.
No, the verses are still the same. So it's still the end of... The end of
Okay.
13 is still the end of 13.
That's what's tripping me up here, because how can you have the numbers completely different, but the verses still line up?
The numbers are the same.
The headers are,
It's just the headers.
yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. The header was just too
Anyway.
early.
There is a header somewhere between chapter 13 and 14 that says Crossing the Sea.
And it should be on 14. At the
It
very
should
beginning
be
of 14.
the beginning of chapter 14, yes.
And
It
that
should be.
heading should say, like, pillar, like this one, pillar of cloud and fire.
Exactly. Chapter 13, verse 17. In whatever Bible you have, with whatever heading you have. When Pharaoh let the people go, God didn't lead them on the road through the Philistine country, even though that was shorter because there was some war going on and he didn't want the people to experience war and then want to turn back and go back to Egypt. He said if they face war, they might change their minds and return to Egypt. So God led the people around by the desert road toward the Red Sea. So he took them the long way.
So
So that they can complain about being out in the desert and want to go back to Egypt anyway.
So they want to be free, but they don't want to fight for it.
Yes.
See, that's crazy. This is why we need to indoctrinate us early. Pledge allegiance in the elementary school.
Well, maybe they want to be free, but they don't want to be dead.
But freedom's worth that. It's worth dying for, yeah.
For the people that are still alive.
It's
For
worth
the people
trying.
that are dead, freedom means nothing.
If you're not free, I'd rather be dead than not free. Like I'm gonna keep trying to be free if I'm alive, and if it just doesn't work, yeah, I'd rather be dead. If it's impossible.
You'd rather be dead than be alive and a slave to Pharaoh?
If I truly felt unfree, is that a word? Not free, non-free. This life ain't for me, bro. Sorry, Pharaoh, bro. I'm out.
Oh,
I gotta be free.
it's America.
USC. Oh, is that our sponsor?
Yeah. Sponsored by EagleFang.
Do they give out lessons?
You want one?
No. I'm just trying to help the sponsor. What do they do?
They kick butt and take names is what they do.
Yeah, I've never seen the EagleFang show.
It's not an EagleFang show.
EagleFang karate show.
It's from Cobra Kai.
So it's Cobra, but is it eagle?
Cobra Kai has their own thing.
What does Kai mean? You watch the show and you don't know what it means? It doesn't tell you?
Uh-uh.
What's the Cobra for? It's
just cool.
They don't explain any of it?
Nobody messes with a cobra.
Wait,
except an
eagles
eagle.
don't have fangs.
Except an eagle.
I like that. Eagles don't have fangs.
It's the whole point, Johnny.
Oh.
You know what? It's interesting. The sensei that created this, his name is Johnny.
I like that. I like that.
Then you should watch Cobra Kai. You would like it.
I'm never going to watch it.
You are going to watch it.
I'm never going to watch it.
It's going to go on our podcast of things
Never gonna watch
that you're going to watch.
Multiple seasons, and each episode's probably an hour.
Actually, each episode is like 20 minutes. You can burn through a season in one day. Not even one day. One evening.
I'm not watching that.
Yeah, you are.
I'm really not.
Yep.
I promise you.
And then we're going to podcast about it.
I promise you I'm not going to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I'll watch Top Gun. I'm just so uninterested. I don't know why.
There's no reason.
There's other movies I'll watch, but I think it has to be a comedy for me to want to think about watching
This is a
it.
comedy.
Not really.
How do you know? I've never seen it.
It's just because it's not funny.
How do you know?
Because I would just know.
You wouldn't know. You don't know. It's funny.
If I look it up, the genre is going to say comedy.
I don't know, actually.
There's no way.
I think Cobra Kai is a comedy.
Everything.
It's martial arts comedy.
Everything tries to throw comedy into it because you need comedy. Okay, comedy is actually part of the 4 genres.
Boom.
How are you gonna have 4 genres?
Boom. Because it encompasses a lot.
What is it? Netflix?
Dude, it's a good show. You need to watch it.
I'm never watching the show, but I do like.
Yes,
I do
you
like
are.
the sponsor's logo.
You're gonna watch the show before you
Never watch
eat a
the
cockroach pizza.
show. Probably never. Sadly, never never eaten a cockroach pizza. I would love to.
What did you like about the show?
I like the sponsor logo. It's nice of them to sponsor us. How'd they
Cobra Kai
how'd they-
is the.
Did we get in touch with them, or did they get in touch with us?
No, they don't even know it yet.
I have bad signal. I'm trying to look it up on Netflix.
But Cobra Kai is like the main martial art dojo. They're like the.
So it's like a
bad
rival
guys.
dojo.
Yeah.
Cobra
so-
Kai's bad?
Depending on how you look at it, but yeah.
The name of the show is The Bad Guys?
Yeah. Depending on how you look at it. But then they were trying
So
to
is it
think
like-
of what could beat a cobra. An eagle.
Probably.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I would say probably.
That's why EagleFang came
I would
out.
say most likely. But if a cobra bites an eagle, would that not also kill the eagle?
Dude.
They're venomous, yeah?
A cobra would never even see an eagle coming.
No, but you can get lucky. Just swinging your head around, a fang happens to latch on.
Bro, those talons are going to shred that cobra before it even knows what's happening.
I believe that. But I would never say it's 100%.
You know, if you've seen Cobra Kai or you have any insight for this guy, do you think Johnny should watch Cobra Kai? Put it in the comments.
It's not
If we get... How many comments would it take for you to watch it?
I'm not watching it.
You're watching it.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, yes.
I hate to break it to you.
I say we get a...
Teen comedy? You're telling me to watch a teen comedy?
Bro.
IMDb says it's martial arts, genre, and teen comedy.
There you go.
Bro, I'm an adult.
You watch SpongeBob?
Oh, I'd love to. I'm going to. Pretty soon.
What do you mean you're going to?
A couple years. With my child. We're going to just skip past. She's going to be so advanced, we're skipping Bluey. We're skipping Coco Melon. We're skipping all that crap. We're not going to waste our time. We're going straight to SpongeBob and learn about the world in the proper way of how
Through the eyes of a sponge
how
that
the
lives in a
world works.
pineapple under the sea.
Yeah, how the world works. Straight to SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's a very...
Where are we?
We're talking about...
Oh, USA. I was saying they don't want to fight for their freedom.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But then
So-
they leave in battle formation. Which I'm like... it's weird.
And they have all of their armor and their weapons for war, too.
Yeah.
Why would you leave? Why would you leave Egypt dressed for battle?
If you don't want to partake.
And God's like, they don't want battle or they're going to run back.
He knows them better than they know them. They think they want battle. But as soon as it happens, they don't.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
That's funny, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like, yeah. And God's like, no.
Deep down, there's just a bunch of little...
I'm going to take you around the long way, guys. You're just...
Yeah.
You're not going to like it.
Yeah.
The shortcut's not going to work for you. It says, God led the people around by the desert road towards the Red Sea. The Israelites went up out of Egypt armed for battle. So weird. They're armed for battle, but God took them around to prevent them from going to war because they would run back to Egypt. That's wild. It's good pizza, right?
It's better than I thought.
Yeah. Told you. The stuffed crust, though, is good, too. I'm liking it.
Yeah. Just the crust in general. It seems... It's always good, but I'm like... Something extra. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's hitting. Then verse 19 says, Moses took the bones of Joseph with him,
Here's Joseph.
because Joseph had made the sons of Israel swear an oath. He said, God will surely come to your aid, and then you must carry my bones up with you from this place. Well, remember at the beginning, it was like...
It's like 400-year-old bones.
Yeah, like where did he keep them? In like a backpack? What if they kept them intact, and he just put him on the horse, and it was just like a skeleton riding a horse? Because where else would you keep the bones? Do you think they were all disassembled?
Yeah. They don't stay assembled.
I
Because
mean-
everything else would go away.
I know, but I'm thinking they could like wire them in place, and then it's just like...
They're using that brick and mortar. Like a little bit of it to...
I just imagine Joseph's skeleton sitting on a horse, and they just take him out with them.
They embalmed him, and he was put in a coffin in Egypt. So he was a mummy. He's mummified. They're taking him out in toilet paper.
Do you think they used him when they were in the desert?
Used him?
If he was toilet paper. Moses is like, anybody got any toilet paper? No, we're out.
Joseph here.
They like crack
Spare a
open
little
Joseph's-
bit.
He won't
You
mind.
think they took the coffin, or they just took the whole mummy?
It says they took his bones. They didn't say how they took his
Yeah.
bones.
I think they took the mummy.
I mean, it's the easiest way. Just throw the box.
Lightest, yeah. Lightest
Throw the box in a wagon or something.
I think just throw the mummy in the wagon.
That's what I was saying. If they just assemble him and then they just sit him on the horse.
Well,
and put his
he's
arms
assembled
around.
because he's mummified. Or
You think he's
I don't
still
know how
wrapped?
how does that work? How long? Yeah, because when you're mummified, you still have other things other than bones intact somehow. However it works.
Yeah, but all that stuff rots away.
Eventually,
How many years is this?
300 to 400. I don't know. They uncovered mummies and then like today, right? Or like recently, right? Like within 100 years that have been there for however many years, and there's more than just bone keeping it intact, right? Or am I just stupid?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, everything flesh related.
It's so funny because I didn't think about him being a mummy and mummified. Forgot all about that, obviously. I'm just like, oh, they just have a bundle of bones that they had in a cave, is what I thought. And just picked up a couple bones.
Do you think they
Lost
just
a couple
took his
of them.
mummy and they put him on the back of the horse? And they just had him like...
No, they secured him somehow.
I picture it like... You haven't seen this movie, I'm sure. But Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
Oh my god.
I would give that one sounds like a comedy. I would give it a shot.
It's a funny one.
I would give that one a shot.
So he dies, but they pretend that he's still alive because he lives in like a sweet house. So they were throwing this party.
Oh, he's got like glasses on.
Yeah. And he's like, that's how I picture Joseph, just on the horse. And then he like falls off and they have to stop and get him back up.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. Weekend at Bernie's. It could be Weekend at Moses's. But it wouldn't be a weekend. It'd be like,
You want to be Joseph's?
40 years.
Weekend at Joseph's?
Yeah, but it's not at Joseph's house. It's a kind of Moses' deal now. They'd have to
Bernie's
change
the
it
dead
around.
guy,
Yeah, they'd have to change it around. Yeah.
aka mess it up
Yeah.
and ruin the original.
Yeah.
Another thing I had wrong thinking wise, like the bones here, was the pillar of fire and the pillar of cloud. When for some reason, every time I've ever read it since a kid, I thought it was just a cloud. Take the pillar out. I just thought a pillar of cloud was just a cloud, and then a pillar of fire was just a cloud of fire.
What?
So it's kind of cool to think of it as a pillar now. Now that I'm
How do you envision
not
a
stupid.
pillar? Like a pole?
Yeah, a pillar. Like,
Did it go all the way to the ground? Or did it
think
start
so.
in the air and just kind of go up?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it ends and begins. It's probably hovering a little bit, but I always thought it was a cloud in a cloud of fire.
It is a cloud.
So I like-
It's just a pillar of cloud.
But then the pillar of fire I thought was a cloud of fire. So I still thought it was in the air like a regular cloud would be. So I like that it's a pillar. I just think it's interesting and cool.
You think it was a wide pillar? Like a
No.
big tornado or like
Yeah, I just imagine it like
just a little line?
a pretty, like a, probably like this big. But it's like a perfect square or
That
rectangle.
big? How would they even see it in the day? In,
That's how bright it is. It's just like this.
do you think it was 3 feet
And
wide?
then, yeah, but incredibly tall, as far as you can tell. It looks like it goes in outer space.
You think if God was going to make a pillar for them to follow, it would only be 3 feet wide?
But it's so tall. Well, it's got to be bigger because later on, doesn't it block like the sun to protect them? Like you provide shade. So it maybe it morphs and grows. It just covers what it needs to cover.
I
Maybe
think it'd probably be bigger than 3 feet.
you're probably right. Maybe it's only 3 feet when it just has to be. So yeah, just follow me. Here I am. But I don't.
After leaving sucketh. I know when they, the audio Bible pronounce it differently. It was like Sukkoth or... Didn't sound as fun. But
Sucketh is
it's
definitely
sucketh.
more fun.
The way I see it. So after leaving that, they camped at the edge of the desert, and then here you go. By day the Lord went ahead of them in a pillar of cloud to guide them on their way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, so that they could travel by day or night. Neither the pillar of cloud by day nor the pillar of fire by night left its place in front of the people. So there were two pillars,
Well,
because it says neither of them left its place. So there's a pillar of fire and a pillar of...
it's a pillar of fire by night. So during the day, it's not there.
It just says neither the pillar of cloud by day nor the pillar of fire by night.
So
left
by
its
day,
place.
the cloud didn't leave the front, and by night, the fire didn't leave the front.
Well, what happened at like...
In between,
Yeah.
there's like a
Where's the transition?
It transitions.
Do you think like it just like the fire?
No,
How would
the
that
whole
transition
thing.
happen?
How does what comes next happen? How does half the stuff happen? How
I don't know.
does over half the stuff happen?
How does this Bible happen?
how does that chapter heading happen?
Exactly. And speaking of, now we're in chapter 14. So that was the end of 13. So that last section of crossing the sea should have been in 14. Now all of a sudden I'm in 14. You've been in 14 for like this whole time.
No, I'm hitting 14 also now.
Oh, it's so weird. It's throwing me off.
I'm just now hitting the heading of crossing the
The
sea.
heading, gotcha. Yeah, okay. I don't like having just a random 14 in the middle of words.
Scratch it out and then just make a new one.
I'm just going to rewrite it up here. My Bible starts chapter 14 up here. So anyway,
What's 14, 17 then? If it starts up there, what's chapter 14, verse 17? Wait, which 17 are you talking about?
chapter 14 doesn't have 1 through 16 anymore. It just starts at 17.
Well, then what's verse 1 become?
There isn't one. It's fill in the blank. It's a Mad Lib.
So it's after...
You fill in the first 16.
So it's like 23. Verse 1 becomes 23.
No, verse 1 is... There is no verse 1.
Well, then what is current verse 1? Current 14
Then the
verse...
Lord said to Moses...
What is the number for it?
There is no number.
That's just all part of 1422, the new 1422. Something else.
Do you see? Look at what my Bible does here too. So chapter 14. Look at this.
Oh, gosh.
Chapter 14, verse 1, which isn't labeled. Then the Lord said to Moses, comma, verse 2. Why would...
That's so stupid.
All right, children, we're gonna memorize our scripture verses.
The Lord said to Moses.
Exodus 14:1 says,
Then the
Lord said to Moses, "Great job."
Oh my gosh.
Why? Does your Bible do that?
Yes.
Yours splits it?
The verses are going to be the same across the board. I promise.
Why do I have such a hard time conceiving that?
There are some Bibles that have like extra verses, usually at the end. But guys, yeah.
Then the Lord said to Moses.
And then 2 starts what
Then
he
verse
said.
2 starts with a quote. Why?
Oh my gosh. I'm tired because I'm obviously having way too hard at this.
I'm tired of these terrible headers and verse references.
Oh my gosh.
Tell the Israelites to turn back and encamp near Pi Hahiroth, whatever.
Yeah.
Between, I thought that said Midal. It's Migdal and the sea. So God tells them to go and encamp by the sea directly opposite Baal Zephon. And that way, Pharaoh will think the Israelites are wandering around the land in confusion, hemmed in by the desert. And then he says, I'll harden Pharaoh's heart and he'll pursue them. So they did. They went and encamped by the sea. Pharaoh thought that they were confused, wandering aimlessly around the desert, not knowing where they were.
Finish that verse. I think the rest of that verse is important.
What? But I will gain glory for myself through Pharaoh and all his army, and the Egyptians will know that I'm the Lord.
Yep. So it's like, oh, why is God hardening his heart? There's a reason, right there.
Well, it's the same reason God hardened his heart for the first 10 plagues.
Yeah, I think it's good to be reminded though, because I still don't understand it. It's still, hey, can you make my heart soft so I can love you easier?
Right?
It's hard to understand. But I don't know what happens after, because we all have theories of what happens after we die. What happens after they die before Jesus? I don't know.
Before Jesus died?
Yeah. They all go to the same place? They all go to a waiting place? They go nowhere and just sit in their grave?
They go to Abraham's bosom.
So Pharaoh goes to Abraham's bosom?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But so we have these theories. So I'm like, okay, so we don't know what happens after they die. So after he hardens their heart and they're dead, which I don't know if that happens. We'll find out.
After anyone dies.
Yeah.
Really.
So if he's hardened their heart, and if they died from their heart being hardened on purpose, but the purpose for hardening his heart is so that, basically so they will know him. And then they'll know that he is Yahweh, right? In some way.
So after they're dead, they're like, I guess you were.
Yeah, I don't know. Or is it like a thing where after Jesus comes and like he goes to Hades, is he visiting? Hey Pharaoh, I was a pillar of fire and I saw you in the sea. What's up? Now you know who I am. Like evangelizing basically to these people in Hades or Abraham's bosom or
it kind of sounds like God's setting them up for failure, right?
But,
I'm going to harden your heart.
Yeah. But it's like, okay, but the reason is to know him, which is like the most important thing now for anyone to know him, right? So it's kind of, I don't know what goes on after he dies, but there's got to be something. And it's got to be about relational, because he's a relational God. And it's all about love somehow, and I just don't freaking know. But I can somehow understand it. I can understand that I don't understand, and I'm okay with it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I like your thought process.
So, that's why I needed you to read the rest of the verse. I think it's pretty important.
Oh, that's fair.
And interesting.
Sorry for skipping over your favorite verse.
Bro. That's my favorite verse. Right after 14.
Mine is Exodus 14:1.
Right after that, yeah.
I'm going to get...
you
know how people get scripture verses tattooed on there?
Yeah. Did I do that last time? I was like, which arm was it on?
Yeah.
And I have the references of the verse. Not the
I'm gonna
actual
get
verse.
Exodus 14:1.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, oh, what's that? Is that like some sort of like super cool biblical,
The Lord said to Moses,
like life-changing verse? Yeah. Then the Lord said to Moses, "What? No, that's it.
the verse.
That's the verse."
Yeah.
Oh, the Bible is funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
But sometimes I'm afraid because what was it? Ishmael that was making fun of.
we're not making fun of.
Some of it. We're not doing it in the wrong way. I don't think.
No.
But there's sometimes I'm like, Ishmael was mocking and he kind of got punished pretty bad. It's like, I gotta tread.
We are finding the amusement.
Tread lightly.
We are finding amusement and enlightenment in the Word.
Yeah.
There's a difference. We're not mocking the Bible.
No, we're not.
But
Except for
I do-
whoever put these chapters.
Whoever labeled the chapters and headings.
Was this at the Council of Nicaea when they decided canon? Like when I need to figure out when they decided to put chapters and verse numbers in there, and who did it?
Yeah,
Was it King James?
It would be better if they didn't.
It might have been King James. No, I don't think it was King James. The dogs in the crust kind of taste like a corn dog.
That was kind of the point.
Mm.
That's why, like, you could cut them and then dip them in ketchup or mustard.
Mm.
So you can eat the pizza however you want, man. It's the beauty of it.
Why didn't you give me ketchup and mustard?
16 hot dogs. I knew we weren't going to finish this.
No, I said we weren't going to finish this before we started recording, and you said we were. Don't lie to the people.
I said we could if we wanted to. Like, I could eat 3 more. You could eat 3 more.
I could eat 2 more.
That leaves 1.
Can't do it.
I'll be so full. And again, you got to remember, this is baked beans here.
Mm-hmm.
And hot dogs. Not the greatest thing to be eating in mass quantities. God tells him to encamp near the water. Pharaoh bought it. Then it says, when the king of Egypt was told that the people fled, Pharaoh and his officials changed their minds about them and said, what have we done? We let the Israelites go and have lost their services. Did they think
They were going to keep their services.
things were going to keep getting built when they left? We're going to let the slaves go. Wait a minute. We lost their services.
That was their thought process was, hey, get rid of this and stop helping them. Get rid of this. So eventually they got rid of the slaves too. Okay, just keep making cuts, but keep their production quotas the same. Get rid of the slave, get rid of the workers, but keep their production the same. Wait a second. What the?
Yeah, that's wild. So, get this. So he had his chariot made ready and took his army with him. He took 600 of the best chariots, along with all the other chariots of Egypt, with officers over all of them. The Lord hardened the heart.
I just now thought about 600 of the best chariots. What is the difference between number 600 and number 601? How good is number 600 compared to number 601? Can't be that good.
What are you talking about?
He takes 600 of his best.
If you have 600 champion racehorses, and then you have a bunch of other ones, you're going to just say 600.
If there can only be one champion.
It just says the best.
600
They probably
of the best?
they probably had leather interior, cup holders, maybe a cassette player.
All I'm saying is if you're the 600th best, you suck. You shouldn't be in the category.
Well, they're identical.
Right?
It's like
You had a
automobiles.
tournament today. Well, you were the 4th best?
It's different.
You were the 4th best.
Let's not talk
Good
about
job.
that.
You were the 4th best. I'm proud of you.
We can edit that out.
That was Hey, 4th best is better than 600th best, right?
I was in 2nd place until I missed the last putt on 18. And then I went to 4th.
Why
But
600?
but they're not ranked like the best, the 2nd best, the 3rd. It's like a auto manufacturer. If you, I don't know, what's like a really good car? A Ferrari, maybe?
Sure.
Okay, they make 600 Ferraris. They're all going to be identical. They're identically made. They're all equal. They're just the best that they have. And then Pharaoh's got like, I don't know, 1,000 Hondas. Well, we're going to take the Ferraris and the Hondas and we're going to go roll out.
So these were just like
They were just
metal chariots, and there's only 600 of them, but they're the best because the other ones are wooden. I was also thinking chariots meant chariots and their riders, but if it's just chariots, then it's just the chariot.
the chariots.
Okay.
Like I said, they're probably built with more luxury. I want the chariot with the cup holder and the leather interior.
I gotcha.
And maybe what do they call those, like little squishy standing mats? You know, they have them at restaurants and behind cash registers.
A mat?
They're like ergonomic.
Just a rubber mat?
Yeah, but like for standing on it, it's more comfortable.
A rubber mat.
Yeah, I want the chariot with that in there too. Because if I'm going to be standing there, taking some beatings from the desert terrain and the horses.
When you're in the zone, it doesn't matter.
I don't know. Well, that's got to do a number on your knees and your legs. Like, imagine how strong you had to be to even balance while you're racing a chariot. Did they have, like, clips that held you in place, or were you just kind of freestanding?
I don't know. I thought a chariot.
Did they have seatbelts?
No.
Like, what if there was, like, a strap
Maybe,
that just kind of
sure.
held you in
Yeah.
place so you didn't, like, fly off if you hit a rock or something?
I can see that. Right now, I'm picturing Mad Max. For some reason, they're in the desert. They're in like these makeshift things. There's one guy. It's the Furiosa movie.
You've seen Mad Max, but you haven't seen...
I haven't seen the other one. Oh, there's old Mad Max. I haven't watched that. There's like a newer one.
Oh, you watched the new one.
And then there's a even newer
Where
one.
they play the drums on the big, weird...
Maybe. See, I don't remember the older, newer
swinging
one.
around on trapeze during their fighting.
They're doing some cool stuff. But in Furiosa, a Mad Max story or saga or something.
That blueberry hit hard.
It's like a prequel to the first newer Mad Max. The dude's on he's on a motorcycle, I think, and he's got like straps like he's on a chariot, but they're connected to two other motorcycles. So he's on like 3 motorcycles and he's controlling them like this. It's pretty cool. He's played by Chris Hemsworth, Thor.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting little. It's a cool guy movie, I guess.
Yeah. So Pharaoh took 600 of his best chariots, along with all the others. Why are you laughing?
Because it's so funny. It's like, oh yeah, Chris Hemsworth and the chariots. Yeah. So Pharaoh, like immediately back to Pharaoh. I don't know why it's funny. I'm tired. I'm just laughing at everything.
Well, I'm just picking up where we left off. It's all good.
I'm sorry.
The Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh so that he pursued the Israelites who were marching out boldly. The Israelites were marching out boldly?
They wanted to be
Maybe
ready.
they meant marching out, like, out of Egypt. Mm-hmm. Not marching out towards...
in their battle gear.
Yeah.
They're acting all
the Egyptians...
bold.
Yeah.
But really they're probably not all that bold.
Well, no, because...
God's like, oh, they're wimps.
Yeah, just wait a couple verses and we'll see how bold they are. So the Egyptians, all Pharaoh's horses and chariots, horsemen and troops. There's a subnote for horsemen. What's that?
Men on horses.
Or charioteers. Could women be in the army too or no? They didn't ride out?
I don't know, but I'm assuming no.
Hey, there's got to be some, like, tough chicks on chariots or something riding.
They're probably like, dude, like this I recently watched Mad Max, but she pretends to be a guy to join the battle or whatever. Because all the women, sadly, they kept them separate to produce milk because they have no food. So,
Right.
And make babies. So,
You think any
she
women
pretended
pretended
to
to be men so that they could go out?
Yeah. Because
In the Bible days, you think so?
that idea has to start somewhere. I'm sure it started real life.
All of Pharaoh's crew pursued the Israelites, overtook them as they camped by the sea. As Pharaoh approached, the Israelites looked up, and there were the Egyptians marching after them. They were terrified and cried out to the Lord. They said to Moses, "Was it because there were no graves in Egypt that you brought us into the desert to die?"
They're so
Were there
triumphant.
no graves in Egypt? Or were they just being sarcastic?
Yeah, I don't know. Like were graves just for the like royals to go in the
Or are there just so many dead people?
to get mummified? Because all the plagues. There's probably
They didn't
so
finish
many
building
dead-
all the pyramids to
there's
put
so
all
many.
the bodies.
Well, there's so many dead people from all the plagues. Just like where else are they going to go? That makes sense to me.
It really does.
Yeah.
Huh. What have you done to us by bringing us out out of Egypt? Didn't we say to you, leave us alone, let us serve the Egyptians? It would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than to die in the desert. See, so they'd rather live and be unfree.
That's stupid.
Unfree, not free, enslaved.
Stupid.
Moses answered the people, do not be afraid. Stand firm and you'll see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. That's pretty crazy.
That's faith, bro.
For real.
Because I don't think God told him that.
The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still. So here's the cool thing. So Moses is telling everybody, hey.
And again, Moses is doing all this talking. I'm still confused by it.
I know, where's Aaron?
And apparently he sucks at talking, but he writes this book. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
What's the cool thing?
He said, the Egyptians you see today, you'll never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Then the Lord said to Moses, why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on. So he's basically like, Moses is telling everybody, hey, don't worry, God's going to take care of it. And then God's like, why do you need me, bro?
And he's saying, be still. And then the Lord's saying, move on. That's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. Because I thought Moses just had faith and was like, hey, God hadn't told me yet, but he's going to take care of us. Which is true.
Yeah. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Then the Lord said to Moses, why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on. Like, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, if you're having trouble, just be still. Wait on the Lord.
It's like, what?
And God's like,
keep going.
Don't be still. Move your butt.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Keep going. You got to move out of your mess.
Maybe. I would say
most of the time.
I would say it's contextual.
It is, but most of the time, a lot of people, what do they say? Like,
be still and know that I'm God.
it's like God's going to help you, but he doesn't expect you to, like, lean on a shovel and expect him to dig a hole or something like that. I don't know. Basically, you still got to keep moving. You got to do your part, and then God will do his.
Mm-hmm. But I guess
unless God tells you not to.
Yeah, but then you can't get in your head that like, oh, I have to do this, and then you take on too much because then God's like, you need me, chill out.
Yeah.
Golly, this is tough. I don't know. Being a Christian sucks, man. This is so hard. Which one? Gosh.
It's really... Oh, remind me when it's over. I got to show you a really funny TikTok I found about that.
Okay.
The Lord says, tell the Israelites to move on. Raise your staff, stretch your hand over the sea to divide the water so the Israelites can go through the sea on dry ground. I'll harden the hearts of the Egyptians so they'll go in after them. And I'll gain glory through Pharaoh and all his army, through his chariots and his horsemen. The Egyptians will know I am the Lord when I gain glory through Pharaoh, his chariots, and his horsemen. Then the angel of God, who had been traveling in front of Israel's army, withdrew and went behind them. The pillar of cloud also moved from in front and stood behind them, coming between the armies of Egypt and Israel. Throughout the night, the cloud brought darkness to the one side and light to the other side. So neither went near the other all night long.
Pretty cool.
I'm trying to envision that.
So one side's a cloud, one side's fire.
Yeah, but one side's dark and one side's light?
Fire and a cloud, yeah. The light from the fire isn't going through
No, like, so that the Israelites, the pillar that was in front moved behind them. Mm-hmm. So the Egyptians are here, Israelites are here.
Pillars in the middle. So one side of the pillar is fire, one side of the pillar is cloud.
So the Egyptians are getting the fire. So they're seeing the light.
It might be the other way around. So it might be dark for the Egyptians.
But the fire was at dark. The cloud was at day. The fire was at dark. So if it's dark for the Egyptians...
But the fire was so you could see.
It says, throughout the night, the cloud brought darkness to the one side and light to the other side.
Okay, yeah.
So neither went near the other all night long.
So like fire could be on Israel's side.
It brought darkness to the Egyptian side so they couldn't see. Mm-hmm. And then the Israelites had daylight so they could keep doing their thing. Mm-hmm. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea. And all that night the Lord drove the sea back with a strong east wind and turned it into dry land.
So the dry land, how dry do you think it was?
Dry.
Like completely dry?
Completely dry.
So I always imagined it was mushy. But if it's completely dry...
Dry land is dry land. It didn't say squishy land.
When you throw your disc in a creek bed and it just says whatever.
Surrounded by water?
So it's on the mushy creek bed. Is it dry? That
I
just
don't
is
know.
dry, bro.
Did God move the creek bed back?
That disc is dry. So you play it on that.
This is God level dryness.
Yeah, I always thought it was mushy because I'm like, that's just funny walking through the mush.
You think?
Like a little mushy, not super mushy. You still gotta walk. But
No.
Yeah, maybe it's super dry.
Okay.
How strong are these winds?
God level strong.
Like, but like a jet engine wind.
So, okay, you've been to the beach,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
High tide.
Yeah.
Okay, tide goes out.
Yeah.
Is that ground still squishy or is it completely dry?
Squishy.
No, it's completely dry.
Where? Well, it depends where. I'm imagining you're talking about later on when the tide, like hours later.
What, yes.
It dries somewhere. There's a
6
line.
hours later, when it's full low tide, where it was high tide is completely dry.
Yeah.
That's only 6 hours. This is saying all night. God drove it back. And it was daytime on their side.
So they had to wait until it got dried.
They had to wait until God told them to go.
But how strong are these winds?
It literally says dry ground.
Yeah, I know.
Dry is dry. Dry isn't moist. It's not squishy. It's not muddy. It's dry. Do you think there were any sea animals stuck on there? Like a couple of dead sharks or starfish or?
Maybe, but how many locusts do you think are there
Locusts?
from the plague?
The ones that were driven out to the sea?
Mm-hmm. Same east wind to the same Red Sea.
I don't know. There were
It's gotta
probably
be
a couple.
lot. Gotta be a lot. I just thought that was funny. I didn't think about that.
There had to be some, but they were eaten by fish too. Like they're fish food.
Where is the Red Sea? It's like an actual sea. Like I know it's the Mediterranean area, but it's like an actual sea. It's not like landlocked.
Yes. It looks like a peace sign. It's got like 2 fingers.
Looks like a river.
What Red Sea are you looking at?
There's like a big river.
Yeah, see, 2 fingers. Peace.
Oh, at the top.
Yeah.
It's just 2 other rivers at the top, and 1 big river. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. All the locusts that,
I'm sure there were locusts. I wonder if there were.
like the betrayal, where the portrayal of where the walls of water that we see, like animated, whatever, and sometimes you see fish. It's probably just walls of locusts.
I don't know about that.
If it's a plague of locusts and it's covering every
Do you know
single
how
thing,
big the Red Sea is?
do you know how big Egypt is? And everything is covered by locusts?
Yeah, but how much time went by?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not too much.
But dude, then I'm imagining how strong is this wind? Like you see people for fun get behind like a jet engine to show the power of the wind or something like that. I could be wrong.
It was strong enough to split the ocean.
But is it like super pinpointed? Like not hit any of these people? Or are some of these people like, hold on, Aaron, where's your staff? I need the staff of God.
They got that stuck in the sand. They're all hanging on to it.
Yeah. It would be cool to see.
It would be.
But how is it strong enough to do that? I'm sorry. How's it strong enough? How's it strong enough to do that, but not strong enough to blow all the water and dry out the whole sea?
The wind could have been a coincidence. It could have just been God going. You're really focused on this wind.
Well, the wind represents.
Just because they mention it.
The wind typically represents the Holy Spirit.
Moses stretched out his hand over the sea all that night. The Lord drove the sea back with a strong east wind and turned it into dry land. The waters were divided, and the Israelites went through the sea on dry ground with a wall of water on their right and on their left. So it's like an ocean exhibit at an aquarium.
No glass.
It's like you're walking. I wonder if there had to be some fishermen there. They were probably like, oh. Maybe they like cast their line in the side.
Well, they had to leave in haste. Did they bring their fishing poles? Probably not, because they had to be ready to leave.
They were also going into the desert.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably no fishing poles.
Gonna bring a fishing pole, but they could have made some.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Aaron, let me borrow your staff real quick.
Yo, Aaron, throw your staff down. Let me throw this snake in the water and see if it bites something.
What
and
would
pull
you
it back
do
off.
if you were walking through the ocean and you were dry ground, but there's walls left and right, and you could see like the fish swimming?
What would I do?
Do you think there were still like waves, or do you think it was just like
Solid.
frozen?
I think it was movement. I think it's from the wind.
So it must have been a really big wind tunnel then.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like going through like.
Or it's. I think it's probably more pinpointed, so the wind is only on the water, but in between, there's no wind. It's just like the wind is sticking to the sides.
I would hope so, because otherwise everyone's getting sand in their face.
Yeah.
Because if it's dry ground and it's like the beach,
Yeah.
and you have that strong wind,
Yeah.
everyone's getting sand blasted.
So is anybody trying to touch the water and then the wind's like,
I don't know. I guarantee people try to touch the water.
yeah, how could you not?
I'd probably like dive in, swim back out.
I'm not diving in. That's a little too weird.
What opportunity are you going to get aside from that?
But it's just trippy because then
To
I'm like,
dive into a wall of water and then swim right back out into dry land.
it'd be too trippy. I'd be, if I'm like, somehow the water is not coming out. If I'm in the water and are fish coming out? Or fish like, yeah, I'm just going to stay in the water.
I wonder if some fish were like
Hopping through?
hopping through.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
I would not swim.
Or imagine like some sharks coming and you're like, oh.
None of them they're all terrified. None of them are touching the water. They're running from the Egyptians. And you don't want wet clothes
They're
running.
more scared of the Egyptians than this giant wall of water right now? I think their focus would probably come off the Egyptians.
I don't think so. I think they're terrified. And they're just like, okay, we're gonna move. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, but they had kids. Certainly the kids were touching the water.
They're
Bro, my daughter would have
Get in
been
line.
jumping in and I would have had to go swim after her.
It's a different time back then. I think kids. It's a different
Kids
time.
behaved?
Probably.
and listened?
At least more. A little bit. I think. Like overall. Had to.
You don't think anyone tried to go swimming?
Don't.
It'd be cool if they did.
You would. Maybe in today's age, with an iPhone, you're walking through and like, hey, record this.
Yo, what's up, fam? About to jump in this wall of water.
Yeah.
It would be cool. The Israelites went through the sea on dry ground with a wall of water on their right and left. The Egyptians pursued them, and all Pharaoh's horses and chariots and horsemen followed them into the sea. During the last watch of the night, the Lord looked down from the pillar of fire and cloud at the Egyptian army and threw it into confusion. He made the wheels of their chariots come off so that they had difficulty driving. Did yours say that? There was some other versions that said like he
Clogged and
made the wheels get stuck.
heavy. Yeah. It was just hard to drive. And this one is clogging, so the wheels drove heavily.
Drove heavily. Mine
Just took 'em off.
mine say there's no wheels.
There's
I
no
would-
wheels, so they were still driving, but it was difficult because there's no wheels.
They were driving heavily. That's a good way to put it. Next
Well, I
time
think
the
yours
wheel
the way that says there's no wheels, so it's hard to drive. Yeah, it's impossible.
next time the wheel falls off my truck, I'm gonna say, my truck's driving heavily.
Yeah.
That's so funny. He made the wheels of their chariots come off. Oh wait, hold on. Subtext.
Clogging or clog.
He jammed the wheels of their
Jammed.
chariots.
Jammed,
Jammed.
yeah.
The Egyptians said, let's get away from the Israelites. The Lord's fighting for them against Egypt. Then the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand over the sea so the waters may flow back over the Egyptians and their chariots and horsemen. Moses stretched out his hand over the sea at daybreak. The sea went back to its place. The Egyptians were fleeing toward it. Another subtext, or from it. That's... It says toward it, and the subtext says from. NIV.
Completely opposite.
Toward
Which,
and
which verse is that?
that's verse
For fun.
27.
Fled into it.
Do you have a
So
subtext?
ESV says into it. No.
Into it?
Yeah, into it.
The Egyptians were fleeing toward it, aka from it. I don't understand this. This is just wild.
Gosh.
And so which was it? Toward it or from it?
What's the whole context again? Stretched out his hand, the sea returned to its
Yeah,
normal course
Yeah.
as Egyptians fled into it.
What into what?
Into the sea, into the normal sea.
Why would they
crashing down.
flee into it?
Where can you go?
But why would you?
Where can you
why
flee?
would you flee into it? You would just
So they're
flee.
fleeing to and from because it's everywhere.
They're just
so both are correct. I don't know.
The Egyptians ran toward it, from it, in it. They're dead.
Like
I don't know.
by definition, I don't know if you can flee towards something. Anyways, like
If you're in the middle of the ocean and it collapses on you and you're trying to run, you're I guess any
just
direction.
hold
would
your
work.
breath and hope somehow you can make it to the top. With
How
all the
tall
currents,
do you think the water walls
probably
were?
pretty tall.
Were they like as tall as the ocean, like the surface level of the ocean? Like, let's say the ocean was 600 feet deep.
Yeah.
Were the walls like 600 feet high, and you're walking along the bottom of the ocean, or did the water like recede and the walls were only like, I don't know, 30 feet high? They had to be tall enough.
Average depth of 1,610 feet. It obviously varies in depth, but the average depth is 1,610 feet.
1,600.
So if you're on dry ground and regular water is already 1,000 feet, even if it's just 1,000 feet and it makes a path, but then that water, if it has to go somewhere, it adds a little bit. But if you span, it's probably still roughly 1,000, but it varies.
Bro,
You're done.
do you know how scary a 1,000-foot wall of water is?
You're done for.
1,000
I used to be.
feet.
I used to be afraid of 12 feet.
100 stories.
12-foot pole.
100 stories tall.
Yeah, you're done for. The water pressure's killing you like instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done for.
You're gonna flee toward it,
You're done.
or
Yeah,
away
you're
from
just- you're
it,
just
or
done.
into it.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, I was always thinking like, oh, they drowned, but like, they
Probably
got
not.
crushed
Yeah,
way
they
before they drowned.
Yeah, they probably did not drown.
Yeah, I never really thought about 1,600.
Some might have drowned because if it varies, you're above and below that average.
Yeah, so
Depending
maybe
where
they
you
weren't
are.
trying to swim in it,
Yeah.
because if you did, you'd get crushed by the pressure.
Mhm.
Even if you put your hand in.
I didn't think about that either.
It just came to me, because the water pressure at
1,000 feet.
that level,
Yeah, that's crazy to think about.
It's like over
the
500
physics of
meters.
that. Yeah.
I'll bet somebody
Like,
put
your
their
wrist
finger
just
in.
snaps.
Like, yeah, I'll bet somebody tried to put their finger in. It was just like,
Like, do you fall down with it? Like that force just pulls your whole body down, bust your face. No, that's interesting. That's fun. Yeah, I didn't think about that
Physics.
either. Yeah.
so they were fleeing towards it, from it. The Lord swept them into the sea. The water flowed back, covered the chariots and horsemen, the entire army of Pharaoh that had followed the Israelites into the sea. Not one of them survived. But the Israelites went through the sea on dry ground with a wall of water on their right and on their left. That day the Lord saved Israel from the hands of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians lying dead on the shore. And when the Israelites saw the great power the Lord displayed against the Egyptians, the people feared the Lord and put their trust in him and in Moses, his servant. So all the Egyptians washed up on shore. You know what I feel bad for? The innocent horses. All the chariots were pulled by at least one, if not more,
Couple. Yeah.
horses. Then you have other soldiers that are riding horses.
Yeah.
What'd the horses do?
I want to feel bad, but it's yeah.
I don't think the horses deserved it.
Probably not.
They were probably pretty awesome horses too, like Egyptian horses.
Like just because they can speak Egyptian, they're awesome.
The horses speak Egyptian?
Egyptian horses. If you're Egyptian, you typically speak Egyptian, right?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. What's the difference between an Egyptian horse?
I don't
Why
know.
are they awesome?
I just feel like they would be fast. You know, like Arabian horses or like champion race horses.
Probably similar. Egypt, yeah. Or they might have Arabian horses.
Oh, so yeah, Pharaoh and his whole clique
Or dead.
drowned, crushed, eaten by
And then,
sharks.
You want to go ahead and read the next chapter word for word?
Not word for
Oh,
word.
we'll paraphrase it. They're thankful.
We can paraphrase chapter 15.
They're thankful that all this happened. They have a song and praise God that all that happened.
Then Moses and the Israelites sang this song to the Lord. 21 verses later,
Yeah.
and we're there.
There's one thing.
Then, wait, did you see something in that?
Yeah, it was funny.
So there are literally 21 verses to this
I didn't-
song that they sang,
I was an idiot and I didn't write it down.
which is basically just praising God, thanking Him, acknowledging His power.
Okay. So verse 8. Read verse 8.
By the blast of your nostrils, the waters piled up.
So to me, that's just so funny.
The surging waters stood firm like a wall.
Yeah, I
The
just
deep
care about the
waters
beginning.
congealed in the heart of the sea.
Congealed.
Oh, so it was
So the
congealed.
waters. Yes, that's interesting.
So it's like
I missed
Jell-O.
that, yeah. But the blast of your nostrils. When you were a kid, did you ever think or hear like other kids, like when it's raining, like, oh, it's God's spit or something? Did you ever hear that?
No.
Oh. So a couple of kids I was around just joked about that. Like, rain is God's spit. We're not making fun of the rain, not making fun of God's spit. We didn't even think it was gross. We're just like, oh, yeah, that's where rain comes from. It was weird. So that's just what I thought of. The blast of your nostrils. Like,
The blast of your nostrils makes me picture like a bunch of boogers, and
yeah, I don't know. I thought that was so funny.
maybe that's why the waters congealed.
All the
It
snot.
was just, yeah.
Oh, it was funny. I was asking Gemma. It was raining one day. I was like, yeah, you know where rain comes from? She's like, God. I was like, yeah. I was like, do you know how it happens? She's like, yeah, it just comes from the sky. I'm like, yeah, but like it evaporates, and like so I'm like going through the thing like condensation, evaporation, like precipitation, rain. She's like, no, it just comes from God. I'm like, you're right. Like, I'm just,
Like,
yeah, I forgot. You're a kid. Yeah, you're right. Like, yeah.
so then there is one little paragraph here. The waters of Merah and Elam. So
Yeah.
it says Moses led Israel from the Red Sea. They went into the desert of Shur. For 3 days they traveled without finding water. Bro, I'll be so thirsty.
3 days in the desert.
3 days in the desert
3
without
days
water.
in general traveling.
3
Even if
days
you're not in the
sitting on
desert.
my couch. I'm dying of thirst.
Yeah, 2 hours without one of these things. I need to know.
15 minutes outside in the South Carolina sun. I'm dying already.
Yeah. I like
I was
the-
cooked today. It was hot.
Me too. I'm chopping
It's
down
like
a tree, bro.
mid-90s.
I'm cutting up a tree. It's gonna take me weeks.
Yeah, so for 3 days they were in the desert without water. Then they came to Merah, which they could not drink the water because it was bitter. So the people grumbled to Moses, saying, what are we going to drink? Moses cried out to the Lord, and the Lord showed him a piece of wood.
So it's funny you said that. When Home and Christian Standard says a tree, ESV says a log, subtext tree.
A piece of wood is very different than a log or a tree.
Yeah. Because I read tree. First thing I read was tree. And I'm like, that's silly. And how big is this tree?
I was looking for a subtext. There isn't one. And I don't think it's a tree because the next verse says he threw it into the water.
That's why. Yeah, that's what I'm like, how big is this tree? It could be a fig tree. It could be a small little fig tree.
And the water became sweet.
Yeah, fig tree.
So was it like
A little fig tree.
maybe like sugar cane? Maybe it was a piece of sugar cane.
I don't know. I don't even know how big a fig tree is. I just keep saying fig tree. I imagine it's
tree?
small. Like a baby
No, a
tree.
fig tree's like a tree.
Yeah. Maybe it's a baby tree.
But it made the water sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe it was sugar cane.
Maybe it didn't matter what it was. It was like his staff does things.
It was magic.
He throws in another staff, basically.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a tree because Moses threw it into the water.
It can be a
Unless
small
he-
tree.
unless
You can
he's
have
a-
a tree this big.
Unless Moses was a beast.
You can, like,
Unless he was like an 80-year-old just jack.
there can be a small tree. Trees start from a seed.
Yeah. At what point does a sapling become a piece of wood?
It's wood. That's what it's made out of.
Yeah, but I don't know. He threw it in the water and the water became sweet. So that's cool that God...
Yeah. I think that's pretty, like, we can eat bitter stuff. Like, why couldn't they drink bitter water?
After 3 days in the desert, I would drink
Drink it.
freaking anything.
Get
I would
over
drink
it.
sewage water. I'd
Yeah.
be so thirsty.
Get over it.
So they were still picky.
These freaking Israelites want to be slaves instead of be free.
3 days in the desert without water, and they're like,
Get outta
ugh,
here.
gross. I don't want that water.
Get out of here. Yeah.
I don't know where that voice came from, but that's what probably they sounded like.
Yeah. Then like, oh yeah, triumphantly, we're out of here. Oh no, the Egyptians are coming. We don't want to fight.
You sound like a...
I was just trying to sound like you.
an alien or something. You're like, you got helium.
I was trying to match.
You're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fight. Yeah.
I was trying to match your voice that you gave them.
That was pretty good. I'm kind of shocked at...
Just drink it.
These beggars are very, very choosy.
Yes.
Bro, I'm telling you, after 3 days in the desert without water, I would drink anything. But hey, God was like, you know what? Here's a sweet treat. Throw that stick.
It's like, I don't want you to die. You guys are just going to die if you don't drink. Let me help you.
Let me help you again.
Gosh.
These people have a death wish.
Yeah, for real.
Then the Lord made a decree and a law for them, and there he tested them. He said, if you listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God, do what's right in his eyes, if you pay attention to his commands and keep all his decrees, he's speaking to himself in the third person.
Yep.
I will, and then he goes first. It's so weird. I will not bring on you any of the diseases I brought on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you. Then they came to Elim, where there were 12 springs and 70 palm trees, and they camped there near the water. Now that sounds
nice.
Pleasant.
Oasis, yeah.
12 springs and 70 palm trees? Count me in.
I think it was 12 springs for the 12 tribes.
I don't know.
And 12 Joseph brothers. Like,
I don't know. It depends on how deep you want to look into it.
I always want to look deep.
It could just be coincidence. It could have a meaning.
True.
It just sounds refreshing.
And then, just to point out, kind of cool, similar to the flood, God promises not to inflict any of those illnesses, like he promised not to flood after the flood. He's like, hey, I did all this stuff, but I won't do it again to you. Which is cool.
But why did he go third person and then just switch it up?
Because there's 3 persons.
So shouldn't he have gone first, second, and third?
Yeah, I don't know.
If he, and then I, and then they.
What's second person?
I don't even know. I only know first and third. Is there a second? Have you ever heard of a second person?
No. Is it like you? What is you?
There's I.
Yeah. And then you.
And then you would use your, like, Christian.
That's still... Oh, yeah, that's third person.
So, but like, I went over there. Christian went over there. Me?
Mm-mm. Me is...
He?
First.
He?
That's
he being...
third. That's third. You just read it and said it was
Bro,
third.
I don't think there is a second. There might not be a second.
You, yeah. I'm smart.
You?
Yeah. Speaking in the second person means directly addressing the listener using the pronouns you, your, and yours.
See, I was trying to think of a
I
second
knew
person
that.
for yourself, but there isn't one for yourself. There's either first
It's
or
yourself.
third.
It's like, Johnny, you will do as I say. Third, second person. Johnny, third, you, second, will do as I say first.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was weird. Like, at first when you think about it, you're like, wait, where's the second?
Yeah.
I only remember first and third.
That was something locked in the brain that I knew, but I didn't know I knew.
Moses and the Israelites
They made it out.
got out of Egypt, crossed the Red Sea on dry ground.
Good job. Now they're at the oasis. That sounds like...
They're chilling. Springs and palm trees.
Should be a happy ending, right?
You
The
would
book
think.
should stop right there.
You would think. Pharaoh and his army are dead. Everybody's chilling. Except they have to clean all the bodies off the beach.
And they're thankful? No, because then they go somewhere else. They're at another... They're not... They traveled...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
They left them.
yeah.
So they didn't even pick up the trash. Like,
No need.
you think they plundered them? Like their
No, 'cause they
armor,
already
their
had-
weapons.
No need. They already got plunder when they left.
Yeah, but you would think the Egyptian would have like gold or jewelry or something valuable on them.
They already plundered. They already have gold and stuff.
That's true. They literally have the Egyptians' gold and stuff already. They literally plundered them already. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there's
So it should
nothing
be
more to it.
happily ever after. They fear the Lord. They're thankful. They praise the Lord.
They read a 21 verse song,
Living life, bro. They got 12 springs.
70 palm trees.
I don't know if that's actually enough for... That's a lot. That's a lot of Israelites. Only 70 trees.
How many were there? 600,000 or something like that? So let's see.
How big are these
600,000.
trees?
That's just men.
How big are these trees? How big
So
are these springs?
let's say 700,000. And that's very, like, low-balling.
Yeah, very.
So divide 700,000 by 70. You got what?
I can't. I have to look at it.
10,000.
Yeah.
10,000 people per palm tree.
Yeah.
It better have big palms, bro.
How big are these trees? How big are these springs? Only
12 springs?
Yeah.
Bro, it's going to be like 12 kiddie pools by the time they're done
Dude,
with
we're
it.
like, oh, Oasis. Oh, this is nice. They're like, wait a second.
Yeah. I mean, if there's 600,000 men, you know there's at least 600,000 women and children
Maybe.
combined. At least. Each guy is going to have at least a lady and a couple of kids. And even if the ones that don't have a lady, the other ones will have enough kids
Like 12.
to make up
And
for
then
it.
some guys have 12 women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably talking 1 million people here. 1 million in 12 springs?
So many people.
That's
such a long line to cross the Red Sea.
And you think your neighborhood pool is dirty with all your
Dude, that's such a long line of people to cross the Red Sea.
That's why it took all night.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like when I first read that 12 springs and 70 palm trees, I'm thinking, wow, that's heaven.
Oh,
But then when you think
That's a lot of people. Yeah, how do you
There's-
think about that?
at least 10,000 people per palm, like 100,000 per spring.
Yeah.
100,000 people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're gonna drink it dry, like all of them. They're just gonna be dry. That's insane. Yeah, it's not paradise anymore.
Yeah. Just enough to get by for a little bit, I guess. Maybe that's why the book's not over. I don't know.
Now it's time to grade the maple cured bacon baked bean Frank.
So these beans were sick?
Yeah,
Or the bacon was
they
sick?
were cured. Yeah, but not anymore. They were cured.
Like all the way?
Yeah, all the way.
They're not like carriers?
No. And I baked it, so everything's dead. Except for the
I have a
flavor.
confession. I think I like beans more than I thought.
Yeah.
Or it was the sugar.
Could have been either.
Yeah.
This is the combination. And then the stuffed crust.
Crust was good.
The grilled hot dog mozzarella stuffed crust.
Crust was good.
It's so filling though. Like
Yeah, I don't feel good, but it was good.
I'm so full right now. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. You had 2?
Is that true? Yeah, I only had 2 pieces, bro. I'm so full.
I had 4.
That's crazy.
And each so here's
16
one,
is it like one dog per
1, 2. I had 3 hot dogs in the crust,
so
and
12
then probably
slices,
another one.
12 slices, 16 hot dogs. So a little over a dog a slice.
Yeah.
So I probably had like 3 dogs.
So I had 4 hot dogs plus all the baked beans.
You had more than 4. You probably had like 5.
They were good, but I'm pretty full. This would be like a food challenge, but we could do it if we really if it was a food challenge. I could eat I could eat this half, and then you could eat those 2, and we'd be done.
Yeah. And I was super hungry, and I did have a PBJ at like 7:30. So like 2 hours before eating this.
I had
So if I didn't eat the PBJ,
I had baked stuffed clams, and more baked beans before.
I'm just big beamed up.
My wife made dinner, and I was like, "You made baked beans
Baked
before I
bean.
make a baked bean pizza. This is on you.
Baked beamed up.
This is your fault." But this pizza was good. It's good.
I think I'll actually give it like a solid 8.9.
8.9 or
Yeah.
an 8/9?
8.9. Yeah.
An 8.9.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I thought I wasn't a bean guy, so I was not thinking it was going to be that high. But I liked it. I had a lot of meat.
16 hot dogs.
I like dogs. We've gone over the double dogs before, but yeah.
I would give it like an 8.7.
Okay.
So we're at 8.8.
Yeah.
88.
Why don't we do that in the first place? Out of 100.
On a scale
No
from 1 to
decimals.
100?
Yeah, no decimals. It's the same thing.
I mean, we could just erase the decimal.
yeah.
and just- everything's fine, but Anything else on Moses and the Exodus across the
Are we
Red
gonna have
Sea?
like a manna pizza?
This is manna right there. Manna's bread, right?
Yeah, I think so. Some kind of bread.
But this is leavened.
For sure. Because it's good.
Because it's good. Awesome. Well, tune in for the part 6? 7. 'Cause this is 6.
Yeah.
Tune in for the next part.
This is 6.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Tune in for the next one. I don't even know what... I have to read it. I don't even know what's coming up.
Manna.
Manna.
Just because it's all the heading. In the proper place. Right above the next chapter.
As long as it was in the proper place. Podcast over. We'll be right back after this short commercial break from our sponsor. Nobody.
And we kick frisbees.
Then the Lord said to Moses,